So there's the most beautiful love that I see in Coffee Crisp. The first 3 letters of coffee plus the first 3 letters of crisp equals love, composed of 2 27s perfectly interlocked and equilateral triangles. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whoa! You're never going to look at a Coffee Crisp the same ever again. You're going to go and buy a whole bunch of Coffee Crisp and hand them out to homeless people who are cold, because chocolate is a great way of warming your insides. Chocolate is just a chocolate bar is great in cold weather. It's great on a cold day. Okay? That's why we like hot chocolate on a cold day. It's because the chocolate, the cocoa, actually is warming. Okay? And so a Coffee Crisp. Oh, and then don't forget the R symbol. Don't forget the bonus R. And for the bonus points, there's the R on the end of it. That adds 18 points to Coffee Crisp. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember getting this one outside. So Coffee Crisp plus the world famous R, therefore adds to 1, 2, 3. I'll come down later.
I need to talk to you.
Yeah, I'll come down later, Mom, when I'm ready.
How much later?
I'm going to be doing this until I'm done, so it's going to be a while.
Yeah, I'll be in bed if you know.
Okay, that's fine. We'll plan it for tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to invite you to come for lunch with everyone.
Okay.
But I think Derek,
No, that's Mom. Just let me keep doing what I'm doing here, and then like we need to I want to keep doing this right now.
I'm going to have to give notice here because I can't support this. Yeah, I have a real sinking feeling. It's not healthy at all.
No, it's just, Mom. It's just like it's like if you were doing something and you were really into it.
Yeah.
If you were.
This numbers might have something to it. I think you might have a calling, but I think it's turned into a drug.
No, it's not, Mom. It's a joy. Just it's like if you were doing something and you were really into it and you just wanted to keep going, then you would just simply say, "Can we please talk later?" And that needs to be respected. It's just a mutual respect thing, you know? And
I think because this is beyond normal, and we can't have normal rules because it's gone way beyond what is.
well, what is normal is when you come into, like if someone is really doing something and they're just asking politely, "Can we meet at some other time?" is for you to just have the grace to be able to say, "Okay, let's do it tomorrow," you know, like so that
But
we.
it's not going to happen, Derek. It hasn't happened to be real forever, and I'm not going to do it anymore.
Well, Mom, it's just
the most
no.
it's
Let's
3 months notice, and if I
just,
find that this is
Mom,
so
can you-
normal, I'll probably just.
Mom, can you please just like listen here? It's like
No,
people need to feel love when you approach them, and like if you want to spend time with someone, it's like.
Of course, and it can't be that way, and that's the unfortunate thing. It's so abnormal at this point. It can't even be how you want it to be.
No, I'm just, Mom, it's what is normal is if someone is doing something, you ask them politely, and if they say, "You know what, like in 1 hour or something, or tomorrow morning, like."
It's like walking on eggshells. It can never work. It just cannot work. It is not normal anymore. There's nothing normal about it.
Okay, what did you want when you came here?
I was watching some of your videos online, and it's totally inappropriate. I know that this has become a drug. It's a way of controlling ups and downs in your life.
No, it's not,
Yes,
Mom.
it is not normal at all. And
Mom,
you need help.
Mom.
You need help beyond our family, and you need to have accountability, and you need to ask people what the reality of life is.
Mom.
You won't be able to live here without doing those things.
But,
I'm gonna have to just.
Mom, I get these, it's like can you just please give me some space right now? Because I just really feel like I need some space right now.
Yeah, but I'm just
Can you please do that much for me? And then,
I will do
no,
it.
and then we'll,
I'm just telling you.
because I just feel like I need some space right
It's
now.
not normal. You always
Okay,
need space.
and then
You always
we'll
need
talk
space.
about
Your
this.
whole life is about
Just,
space
Mom,
and keeping it
And then we'll talk about this on an unemotional level at another time.
Around you. That's your whole life.
Okay, no more criticism, please. No more negativity.
It's just
Well, Mom, just let's talk tomorrow, okay? And we'll talk. All I ask is that we talk on an unemotional level and we just respect each other, okay? So can we please talk tomorrow at 12 noon, sharp?
Well, they're going to be here at 12:15.
Okay, can we please talk at 11 a.m. sharp? Or some other time in the morning?
Yeah, I haven't figured out exactly church and all that stuff, and we're going away tomorrow for 4 days.
Well, let's pick a time, because it is respectful to book a time with someone like with 12 hours notice, like, or some kind of notice, you know, like just to book something, and I'll commit to that, and we can both commit to that, and then we'll both commit to that, and then we won't feel rushed. We won't feel, you know, like we're, you know, rushed in what we're wanting to communicate. So what time in the morning, like 10:30 or 10 or
Probably 8:30.
8:30? Okay, that works fine. So let's meet at 8:30 sharp, and then we can just talk for 1 hour, and that way we're booking something 12 hours notice, and I'll commit to that, and then that feels comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, let's do that. Thanks. Okay, so coffee crisp. There you go. So cool. So coffee crisp plus the 18 on the end adds to 1, 2, 3 perfectly. Okay. Coffee crisp. How do you like your coffee? Crisp. But then you add the bonus R in the end, you get 1, 2, 3 exactly. Too awesome. Okay, so, and then the company Nestle divides by 3 beautifully. That equals 24 plus 39 is 63 plus 12 is 75. Yeah, I remember that. So Nestle, the company, equals 75. In 6 letters. There you go. What else can we solve? Makes a nice light snack. Every snack divides by 3. It's pure joy doing this, folks. I love how Nestle always does this. Natural flavors, check. Check divides by 3. Natural and flavors both divide by 3. So check. Natural flavor. And then the word snack. We should get the word snack on the board. Okay. So snack is 45 is 48. Wow, a double of 24, a double of triple eights. 30 plus 15 plus 18. Yeah, snack equals 48, a double of triple eights. So Jesus equals 8 at 8, and the Triune God take the glory for every single snack in the history of the universe. And then, so Nestle equals 75, coffee crisp. Wow. So altogether, Nestle coffee crisp, as is written on the front, adds to 180 perfectly, which is the same value as taste the rainbow, holy, holy, holy. There you go. So 70 Nestle divides by 15. It's 5 15s. Coffee crisp divides by 15. 7 15s. Well, that perfectly makes 12 15s. Amazing. So Nestle plus coffee crisp, like 2 pieces of the puzzle, knit together to make 180 perfectly. Like, that is too obvious. And of course, they're written side by side. Notice that the O gets the special bonus effect. O is God's favorite letter to glorify the number 3, and you got the little 3 waves of the cough, or 2 swirls of cough. Okay, and then natural flavors. I love solving everything. It's pure pleasure. So natural flavors. So natural equals 87, I believe. That equals truth. 21 plus 15 is 36, plus 66 plus 21. Yeah, 87. And then flavors was, I love solving everything, I insist. Check is 24 equals 30. And then flavors is 42 plus 60 plus love. Wow. Oh yeah, flavors was 114. Oh my goodness. This is screamingly perfect. So natural flavors adds perfectly to 201. Wow. The famous 201 of world history. The full birth name of Walt Disney, the full birth name of Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon. Natural flavors. And Nestle writes that, look at that. They're writing it on the front of like every one of their famous chocolate bars. By Divine Ordinance, folks. So Nestle Kit Kat. Natural flavors. 201. Check. And of course, natural flavors goes beyond just this use of them on chocolate bars. I mean, it's natural flavors applies to everything that has natural flavors. So natural flavors. Nestle again, 201. Check. And then we're currently on Coffee Crisp right here. Natural flavors, 201. Perfect. Amazing. That's the famous 201 3-digit all-factor rate, boils directly down to 888 by the law of primes. The glory of Jesus equals 888. Okay. So, and then what was check? Oh yeah, check is 30. So check, natural flavors, check 231, 33333. Now this is the one that's, this is, oh no, it's coming up. There's a glorious 3-fest galore coming up. I think it's in like O. Henry, in terms of their motto, the motto of the chocolate bar. TM owner, trademark owner, TM owner. Okay, and then Nestle Canada divides by 3. That, what was Nestle 75? Nestle Canada equals 99 perfectly. How do you like your coffee? Crisp! The number of letters is 11, which glorifies the number 3, being all factor 3, and 11 is the 5th prime, and 5 is the 3rd prime. Okay. Man, Nestle really hits it out of the park with, everyone wants a piece of the color red, eh? Notice that? Red, 3 times 3 times 3. Okay. I am satisfied. First ingredient is sugar equals happy. And then when you eat these things, like when you actually dig in, there's always 3 parts to it. There's always 3 layers. Like when you eat a coffee crisp, there's always 3 layers. 1, 2, 3. Like the bottom, middle, top. Coffee crisp. Nestle Coffee Crisp. And this is a wafer. You know, chocolate plus wafer. A chocolate wafer divides by 3. And then in total, a chocolate wafer bar divides by 3. And you can just keep building and building and building. Makes a nice light snack. A nice light snack divides by 3. It's, you know, everything's got the trademark on it. So okay, that's good for coffee crisp. How do you like your coffee? Crisp! Because the word crisp was foreordained to go together with the word coffee. To the glory of the Triune God. It's just mind-blowing. How do you like your coffee? Crisp! Inquiring minds want to know. How do you like your coffee? Crisp! Okay. I love solving things that we like speak in real time. Anyways, like inquiring minds divides by 3. Oh my goodness, inquiring minds want to know divides by 3. Inquiring minds want to know. That divides by 3 as well. It's beautiful. And the last word know divides by 3. Inquiring minds divides by 3. Want to divides by 3. Know divides by 3. And you've got love, chain linking, want, and to. It's just beautiful. Inquiring minds want to know. 3, 3, 3. Okay. So, how do you like your coffee? How do you like your coffee? Crisp! The two words were meant to get married long before God created the stars. And that's the truth. God is sovereign, and everything is for his glory mathematically. Makes a nice light snack. Nice light snack divided by 3. You can solve those for homework. You can scoop up even more. You know, you take your time to 50 grams, 50 divides, when you know, the number 50 glorifies 3 being the third prime times 10. 50 when you write it F-I-F-T-Y divides by 3. You can solve every number on this thing. Okay, so what came next after coffee crisp? Arrow. Arrow. And this is an obvious 3 fest here, and this is a super fun one because arrow is all about the bubbles. The bubbles, and bubbles divides by 3. So we're going to get this on the board. Get this on the board. That is so cool though. Coffee crisp. Just so beautiful. Recorded in world history. Beautiful. Now we're going to throw up arrow. Like, man, thank God it's recorded in world history. Okay. Okay. Arrow. So, arrow on the board. And the most obvious follow-up word is aeroplane. And this is the official British way that you spell airplane, aeroplane. And that's the most glorious way to do it mathematically because it divides by 3 perfectly. Arrow divides by 3 and plane divides by 3. But it's the arrow chocolate bar that we're solving right here. And then the bubbles divides by 3. We're going to solve all bubbling and bubbles. So here you've got 2 letters that knit together to make 6. And then these letters both divide by 3. This is 18 and this is 15. Together they make 33. Okay? So arrow divides by 3, really obviously, it equals 39. 3 times 13. Okay? And while we're here, let's finish solving aeroplane, which bumps it up to 9 letters, dividing by 3. So every plane, you've got this, this, this. That's 27 plus 21, 48. Okay, so altogether, aeroplane in 9 letters adds to 87, which equals truth. And then when you say the aeroplane, that brings it up to 120 perfectly in exactly 12 letters. Genius. Very genius, okay? You can count the number 5 plus another 8. Okay, yeah, the aeroplane. Aeroplane, good. An arrow bar. Okay. And then you can put Nestle in front to arrow plus the R on the end. I insist, folks. Arrow plus R then adds 18 points onto this to make it 57, 888 by the law of prime. Arrow with the copyright there. And then you can add the Nestle with the copyright, 93 plus 57, therefore bumps Nestle copyright plus arrow copyright 150. Like, it's just screamingly beautiful. Okay. Okay. Arrow. Now, arrow is all about the bubbles. And then an arrow bar, of course, just adds 21 points to 39 to equal 60 perfectly. And then when you say an arrow, isn't that cool? How when you say an, it's 15, which divides by 3, and then that even chain links with arrow. So an arrow equals love. Can you find love in an arrow? Yes, an arrow equals love. An arrow equals love. You can add bar if you want. That now equals Nestle. More 3s there. Okay. But it's all about the bubbles. And now they have, so here's that new and nouveau I was talking about. New in English divides by 3, it equals 42. Nouveau in French divides by 3. New, bubble bar. So now they've shaped the arrow bar with bubbles in the actual, units of chocolate that snap apart, and everyone has arrow stamped on the top. And I already ate this, obviously, but it's all about the bubbles. So now the bar is shaped like bubbles. So cool. And then there's bubbles on the inside. So it's all about the bubbles. Folks, we take this stuff for granted. We do take this stuff for granted. But if you asked me to figure out how to make a chocolate bar that looks like bubbles, like with the bubbles on the inside, I'd be like, I don't know. You know? We take this stuff for granted. So, like all the research that went in, and the experimentation, and the hours, and the labor, and like there's a lot of effort, a lot of love goes into these products, folks. And that's why we're taking the time and the care to solve all this, and why God is leading us to solve it all in the name of love. So, arrow. Okay. So, arrow. Bubbles. Okay. So we're going to solve bubbles now. So we solved arrow. Now, bubbles is the same thing as these other root words that divide by 3, like tasting, taste, taste. Well, it's the root here. This is really obvious, because here's the root of bubbling and bubbleth. Bubbleth is the coolest ending, in my opinion, and then bubbling, bubbles, bubbled, bubblers. All these endings divide by 3, but here's the root that divides by 3. So this is what we care about. We solve the root of the tree, we take the glory for the whole thing. Okay. So what does this add to? Well, it's really obvious, because you've got 3 B's, and then the other letters both divide by 3. It's that beautiful. So, like the arrow bubbles, like it's just, this is pure delight, folks. Like, chocolate bars and candy are the joy of the world. Even the slogan is "Feel the bubbles." Like, they've got that written in minute text under the name arrow. Feel the bubbles. And of course the O is the largest letter, because O is king, and all the bubbles make shapes of O's. Like, that's the shape of bubbles. O, 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 15. So arrow, like the first 3 letters add to 24,888. And you add the O, the king, for the number 3 on the end. Like, you just have to see everything through the mind of God. That the mind of God dreamed this up to be maximum for the number 3 for the foundation. And look at how big they make the O. Arrow. You know, they should promote it like that. They should promote the name like that. Arrow. You know, they should really come up with a arrow. You know, just O. You know, really push the O, because the O is like the shape of the bubbles. O, 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 circles. And the word circles divides by 3. Like, as an added bonus on this whole roots discussion, consider the root of circle. Every letter divides by 3. In the same number as bubbles. So that's a beautiful pair. Every letter in the root of circle divides by 3. 3, 9, 18, 3, 12. And then so you can say circleth, circling, circles, circled, circlers. Just like bubbleth, bubbles. So bubbles parallel circles. Wonderful. Oh my goodness, the word sphere does the same thing. So let's get that on the board. Okay. So sphere, just like this. Look at another 5 set of letters. That is the prefix, the root. Spheres, sphering, sphereth. That's a new word if it doesn't exist. Say, I sphereth. Maybe you're one of those crazy New Zealanders that like gets inside one of those balls and you like tumble yourself down a hill, head over here, say, I sphereth. Whatever. Sphering, or you're working on a lathe, you know, woodworking. You're making a sphere out of a block of wood. Sphering. Sphere. Say the wood has been sphered. You know. So look at these roots. Look at these roots. Amazing. The word globe does the same thing. Let's get them all on the board. And then round does the same thing, because you can have roundeth, rounding. Now some of the endings change, but it's another 5-letter combo. And then look at globe, like globes, G-L-O-B. So globes divides by 3, circles divides by 3, spheres divides by 3, bubbles divides by 3. And now round won't have the ES, but this whole root divides, so rounding divides by 3. So rounding divides by 3, bubbling divides by 3, globing divides by 3, circling divides by 3, sphering divides by 3. That's good. Man, that's good. That is so good. Oh, and then why not the word ball? Like balling. Like the guys in the basketball court. I balleth. Balling. Balling. Balled. Ballers. All these roots divide by 3 beautifully. So so we were on arrow for bubbling. So what does that root add to? That is 39. Oh my goodness, that equals arrow. And I remember getting that actually when I was solving it down at Superstore. You've got 33 points there plus the 6 for the bees is 39. That equals arrow. Like, if you want proof that arrow was foreordained to have bubbles in it, just do the math yourself. Arrow equals 39. The root of the word bubbles equals 39. And then whatever ending you want on top of that divides by 3. So, bubbles adds 24. Write out the values for all these endings. 33, 30, 24, 9, 42. So, bubbles gives us 63. So, now, arrow bubbles puts us up to 102 perfectly, the first 3-digit number that divides by 3. There, we've just solved the arrow bubbles. And now stick the word the in front, and now you get love plus half a love. The arrow bubbles. Now you can say the bubbles of the arrow bar. And that's going to push you even higher for the number 3. It's going to push you screamingly high, in fact. Like, that's going to give you so many loves, it's going to be ridiculous. Watch this. Well, I'll just do it in my head. The bubbles, actually, I don't know if I can. 54. Because bar equals 21, and that knits together with the, you get another love. The bar equals love. Of the equals love. So the bubbles of the arrow bar is going to be love plus this 102 is 210, which equals will you marry me? Divine. Okay. So very good. Okay. So that's it. I mean, that's the key of the arrow bar is the bubbles. That's so good. And then, like, study these roots. I encourage you to take the time here. This is 27 plus another 9. 36. Wow. That's 3 points different from bubbles. Globes. Amazing. How about circle? There's 27 plus another 18. Wow, again 9s. So 30 plus 50, 45. Wow. These are all in the same zone. And then sphere. You can go this to get 27, this to get 21, this to get 18. That's, I think it's 66, I'm thinking. 27 plus 21, 48. Yeah, 66 divides by 3. And then round is 54 is 72, and then ball is 27. So all these words divide by 3. Jeez, in beautiful ways. Man, an arrow bar, boy, they like the bubbles because the arrow bar only costs them 42 grams. 42 grams it weighs. That's a lot less than the Skittles. That's less than any other chocolate bar on the table. It's certainly less than an O. Henry with the peanuts in it. And the Mr. Big is probably the heaviest of all. The Mr. Big is 60. Arrow is nice and light because of those bubbles. Well, Arrow is 42 grams. 42 is king for number 3. It's the double of 21. I'm just saying, everything can be solved, and you just that beautiful. Like, you're just going to be in love with the bubbles on an arrow bar. The number of bricks you get is 10. When you spell 10 in English, T-E-N, that equals 39, it equals arrow. I'm not joking. And each brick says arrow on it. So look at that. When you open an arrow bar, there's 10 bricks or 10 blobs. 10 spheres, we should say. 10 bubbles. Okay, that's what we're supposed to say. There's 10 bubbles. 10 equals the root of bubble equals arrow. So 10 bubbles then equals arrow bubbles equals 102. The first reason. Just keeps going higher and higher. So when you open an arrow bar, you've got 10 bubbles that you get to eat, and each one of them says arrow on the top of it. Well, by divine ordinance, arrow equals 10, T-E-N, divides by 3. A miracle. There you go. And then bar plus 39 equals 60. So 10 arrow, that's amazing. Bubble bar. Oh my, I would not be surprised if the English and the French knit together on this. Not quite, but you can figure that one out. Arrow, the bubbles. And of course the color is brown, 72 of triple 888s. Brown equals brown. It's awesome. It's totally awesome. Natural flavors. Bubbles. So cool. Arrow equals 10. And then you can talk about round bubbles. 72 plus, what is that? 72 plus 63, both dividing by 9. Amazing. Round bubbles. Like bubbles are round. That divides by 3. Both divided by 9. Bubbles, 63. Round, 9 points higher. Good night. Together they make 135 love plus half a love. You're just like, this is crazy. Wow. And then Nestle, we already solved. So Nestle arrow, we already did that. It's a source of calcium. That's so cool. So we solved the Nestle bubbles. Okay, I'm very happy with that. So after arrow came Kit Kat. Now Kit Kat is so famous, it's not even funny. And we got to give some good time to Kit Kat because Kit Kat is just so famous. And red is the king of colors. Kit Kat is like full red. So Kit Kat divides by 3, but watch what happens when you knit together with Nestle. So Kit Kat being solved on the board. And that's 45 grams divided by 3. So watch Kit Kat. Kit Kat. In 3 letters plus 3 letters. What does that give us? 63, it equals 72. Yeah, I remember that. Kit Kat equals 72, a triple of 888s. Just like that. Just like that. So Kit Kat equals 72, a triple of 888s. There you go. Just like that. And that's pure 9s. You've got an I, which equals 9, and the rest equals 63. Pure 9s, 3 plus 3 letters. 2, awesome. 2, totally awesome. And then Nestle was, of course, 75. So that's really awesome, because Nestle is 3 points higher than Kit Kat. Nestle equals 75. 3 points higher, than Kit Kat. Really obvious. They both divide by 3, differing by 7 points together. They make 147. Which is a 7-fold set of a 7-fold set of 3s. Nestle, Kit Kat, you can stick the word the in front. We can talk about the Nestle, Kit Kat. Then you get 180 perfectly for number 3. 3 to 12 factor 8, okay? Very cool. Oh yeah. Give me a break, break, give me a break. That's the famous jingle of Kit Kat. Give me a break. Give me a break. You just need to say that to people sometime. Give me a break divides by 3. Okay. And then even their new slogan now, which is written on the side, have a break, have a Kit Kat divides by 3. I'm not joking, folks. Zoom, please. Have a break, have a Kit Kat divides by 3. So cool. Don't forget to add the bonus like R on all of these things. Kit Kat, R. Nestle, R adds 18 points to each one. So Kit Kat plus R equals 90. Nestle plus R, you get the idea. But I want to solve the official motto of Kit Kat. Give me a break, break, give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. And so Kit Kat bar, I mean, it's just so perfect. I mean, these are multi-billion-dollar bar, and it's 3 letters, 3 letters, 3 letters. Kit Kat bar, like adds to 93 perfectly. 3 times 31. You're just like, how good does it get? Kit Kat bar, just too good. Okay. Give me a break, break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. So we're going to solve the divine motto of give me a break. Give me a break. Give me and this is loaded. Actually, I had no idea. Now that I'm writing this on the board, I'm seeing how incredibly loaded this is. Because this is so loaded, it's not even funny. Like, I just realized it's chain linked every step of the way, and it's bookended to make multiples of 3. Give me a break, break, give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Okay, so look. Wow. In fact, the more I look, this is crazy. So it's chain linked here, not once, but twice. And then it's chain linked here, and then it's chain linked here, and then it's bookended here. Wow. Give me a break. And now the number of letters is 12, which also divides by 3. Give me a break. You can say this thing in so many ways that communicates so many different things. Okay. Give me a break. Give me a break. I mean, tone is everything. Have you noticed that? Tone equals love, by the way. Tone equals voice equals love. Have you noticed that the tone of someone's voice communicates far more than the words that they're saying? Amazing. Okay. So, give me a break. Give me a break. Break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. So, this is so beautiful here. I mean, just chain link. Man, this is a famous phrase in English. Give me a break. And then look at the 2 letters that divide by 3. They occupy the second position in the word give and the second position in the word break. You can even, wow. Look at this. Look at the parallelism between the word give and break. You talk about give and take. How about give and break? Look at this. Look at the, I'm going to stack these so we can see the glory of God. Look at the obvious interwovenness between give and break. These 2 guys knit together to make 9. These 2 guys are the 2 letters that both divide by 3, being 9 and double 9. And then these guys knit together to make triple 9. Wow. And then these guys knit together to make 6. So letter for letter in alignment, the word give knits together with the word break. Give me a break. Wow. Somebody say wow. And then, so what does this all add to? Let's jump to the grand total. Give me a break. Well, that's 18. Wow. So here's love number 1. We got to find love here. 18 plus 9, that's 27 plus 27. So all this makes love number 1, 54. And then we got another 18, 72. And then another 27. Oh man, it's so easy to find love and give me a break. Like, there's so many here. Look at all the 9s and 27s. So 18 here, plus 9, 27, number 1. VE, 27, number 2. 18 right here, double 9. 18 in the R, double 9. And then you've got the remaining letters are 3 plus 6, another 9. That's insane. So everyone has now been accounted for. But look at how easy it is to find love and give me a break. It's like perfect 27s. 27, 27, 27, plus another 18, double 9 on top. Like, how much more can you ask? It's so maximum. It's not even funny. Okay? Love plus half a love plus another 18 points. Good night. So all that adds to 99. Oh my goodness. Give me a break adds to 99 perfectly. for the glory of the Triune God in 12 letters. Wow! Give me a break. That's the official word of God there. And look at all the nines. Like, look at all the nines that made that 99. 9, double nine, double nine, triple nine, triple nine. And then again, this triple nine here was composed of a 9 and a double 9. So that just gives you so many options. You know? That's insane. 9, double 9, 9, double 9, double 9, triple 9. Like, it's love heaven in Give Me a Break. It is an act of love. It's an act of love for yourself to tell someone, give me a break. You know, show some grace. And the word grace is a G plus 1 in front of 27. Composed of double 9 plus 9. Grace. Give me a break. Give me a break, man. In fact, wow, yeah, the word grace is similar to the word breaking. The word grace perfectly knits together with break, in fact, to divide by 3. Just realize that. This all divides by 3. Or, sorry, not quite, but there's a lot of similarities. A lot of similarities, okay? Give me a break. I'm just counting the number of strokes here. Doesn't quite divide by 3, you can solve it yourself, but give me a break. An obvious 3 fest. And that's the, that was the original, give me a break. And now, so have a break, have a Kit Kat. That all divides by 3. Now, I just insist that you see it all, okay? How many grams is the whole thing? 45, a triple of 15. Like this is, you got to zoom out. You can't just think of yourself, folks. I mean, 45, triple of 15, that's king for the number 3. I mean, there's millions of these Kit Kats. Like, man, okay. And then look, there's 3 layers of the wafers on the inside. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like it's all 3s. And the kit, you know, they even break it right in between the name Kit Kat because they want to push the name. Because the name is the glory of God. The name is the glory of the Trinity. Now this is really going to blow your mind. Look at this where you open it. This is a beautiful parallelism between English and French. Here it is in English. Terre, here. Well, the word here divides by 3. The word here divides by 3 all by itself. It's 18 plus 18, you know, talk about 9s, you know, pure 9s. And then the word terre is plus 2. Well, that is the exact same thing as the French on the other side. Ouvrez ici. Well, ici divides by 3. All 3 of the letters divide by 3. 9, 3, and 9. And then ouvrez is plus 2. So whatever God has ordained with the word ouvrez and the word terre, or open, interestingly, the word open is also plus 2. So whether you say open here or terre here, it's plus 2, and then the word here divides by 3. And then in the French, it's the same thing. Ouvrez is plus 2, and then ici divides by 3. Amazing. So ouvrez ici, terre here, or open here, they're exactly, perfectly the same for the number 3, by divine ordinance, the glory of the Trinity. Of course, you know, 3, everyone, they always do things in 3 jagged edges to make it easier for you to open. Pure triangles, folks. It's all 3s. Like, and how do you know where to tear? Oh, those are arrows. Arrow divides by 3. Arrow parallels the word word. Okay, 24 plus 33, 57, 75. Okay. Every letter in the center divides by 3. The bookends make 24, triple A's. It's fun. It's pure pleasure. It's an Easter egg hunt. You're looking close at things. You're like, what does that say? What is written here? It makes you appreciate everything. Do you see that? Detail divides by 3. It makes you appreciate everything that you ever see and receive in the universe by solving it all mathematically. And appreciation is worship. Worship equals love plus love. You can find the 2 loves. Okay? So a chocolate wafer bar divides by 3. There's a lot of chocolate wafer bars, like Kit Kat, Mr. Big, Coffee Crisp, even Crispy Crunch can almost be classified as a wafer bar. Nestle, since 1866. Well, why is it that number? Because that number divides by 3. See how this encourages world history and appreciation? And most of all, glory to Jesus, because Jesus is the source of all numbers and dates. That number references Jesus. So 1866 divides by 3 and Nestle divides by 3. What are those? Oh, birds. bird divides by 3, it equals 33. You know, and you can, and then they, you can just keep going higher and higher and higher. They trademarked the phrase nutritional compass. +1, +1. Interesting. Kit Kat. Give me a break. And their new motto divides by 3. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. And that's really easy to do because have divides by 3. Oh my goodness. So you know what? Let's get the new motto up there. Because this is the new motto. Even in French it divides by 3. I insist, folks. I insist that people push it to the limits. Look at that for yourself. The motto of Kit Kat in both English and French divides by 3. Have a break, have a Kit Kat divides by 3. Faites la pause, Kit Kat. And then they just jump straight to Kit Kat. Both divide by 3. And then look at how it knits together. Watch this. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. So I'm just going to do this very simply for you, because have divides by 3, and it's beautiful. 9 plus 999. Like, that's just the word have. I mean, it's parallel with the word hand. Isn't that interesting? When you have something, you have it in your hand. The word hold divides by 3, have divides by 3, hand divides by 3, and hand is spelled the same way as have. HA in the front, followed by ND, which is 99, VE is 999. Really obvious. 8 plus 1 is 9, 18, 99, VE 999. Hand, have. Wow. So, have a break, have a Kit Kat. So Kit Kat divides by 3, have divides by 3. And now look at how beautiful the two A's knit together with break. The A and the B get married to make 3, and then the K needs a +1, which is the A. You got 2 plus 2's flanking the 24 888 in the center of break. The most obvious thing for a +2 is to hook up with 1, which is A, to make 3. It's too perfect. So have a break, have a Kit Kat. This is just a beautiful 3 fest. What does it all add to? 72 for the 2 halves, plus another 24 in the center, that's 96, 99 plus 12, 111, plus what was Kit Kat? 72. So, oh my goodness, it adds to 183, which equals Christ the Redeemer, which equals Cristo Redentor in Portuguese, the most famous statue of Jesus Christ in world history in Rio de Janeiro. That was worth solving, folks. That was worth the price of admission. Look, have a break, have a Kit Kat. Adds perfectly to 183, which equals Christ the Redeemer equals Cristo Redentor, by Divine Ordinance, to the glory of the Trinity. Now let's solve it in French. Okay, I'll just do it in my head here. Faites la pause, Kit Kat. Let's do it in our heads. 21, 36, 60, 90, plus 24 is 114 plus 21 is 135. Wow. Faites la pause. That's 135. That's French for take a break. That's, you know, wow. Faites la pause, that's 135. That's love plus half a love, and then adds Kit Kat, which was 72. So that bumps that up to, oh my goodness, that adds to 207, which is 9 times the 9th prime, which is the value of light in Hebrew, the first thing that God created. Put those two things together, as we should, because the English is right next to the French. You have 183 plus 207. That's 2 puzzle pieces just waiting to get married. That adds to 390 perfectly. Good night for the number 3. 183 plus 2. Yeah. 390. 3 times 130 is king for number 3. That's amazing. So the first phrase in English adds to Christ the Redeemer. Okay. And the second phrase in French equals light in Hebrew 207. Okay. You get the idea. It's just perfect. And then put the two of them together because they're side by side. Mind-blowing. Terre here, ouvre ici, perfectly parallel. Kit Kat, 72 or triple of triple eights. Screaming out 9. You got the 9 for the I, the only letter divides by 3, the rest is 63, 7 7 nines, and put the R, copyright, double 9. Can you find love in Kit Kat? Yeah, we just did. It's pure 9s. 45 grams, 45 divided by 9. And of course the color is red, which is 3 times 3 times 3, the first and second half of love. I mean, Kit Kat is just classic. Classic divides by 3. So we are now gonna, I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with what we've seen and solved in this Kit Kat. So now we're gonna open it. We are gonna open it. We are gonna tear here like it tells us to do. There, oh my. I wonder if they actually planned that. I mean, that came off really fine. When I actually did the tear here thing, I got like a perfect strip opened up with like a perfect bar just waiting. And of course, every bar says Kit Kat because the name is King. If that's actually what they planned, that was genius. I mean, I've never opened a chocolate bar that cleanly. I mean, look at how clean that opening is. That is like the cleanest opening of a chocolate bar. Like, I challenge anyone out there to get a more clean opening of a Kit Kat on the first try than that. Like, we literally got, it's like a razor, like a perfect horizontal like slice. Like, watch when I break this thing off. It's gonna just like make the rest disappear. Ready? Give me a break. Ah. And ah divides by 3. A plus H equals 9, 3 times 3. Look at how clean that is. You could not do this with a laser cutter. That is hilarious, folks. Look at how clean that opening job was. Like, that thing is like razor perfect. Look at how clean that break was and that opening was. It even sliced the word tear like perfectly there at EC right on the line. You're just like, I hit that thing perfectly. It's like, it just got laser cut. First try. The perfect break just came off just like that. Just like that. Bam.